Check, check, check. Well, good evening and welcome to Okarche, Oklahoma, as the Lady Trojans and Trojans have traveled an hour south down here to take on some very good basketball teams. Joined here in the broadcasting booth by Andrew Campbell, running the camera for us. Greatly appreciated. And we're about to have the national anthem and the starting lineups. And we will be back after that.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Okarche as the Warriors and Lady Warriors take on the Trojans of Oklahoma Bible Academy. At this time, if you would, please rise as presenting the flags will be Morgan Shepard and Cammie White. Under the direction of Mr. Dakota Warren, present to you our national anthem.
Excellent job to the Okarche Warrior High School Band.
Take this opportunity to introduce the visiting lineup for Oklahoma Bible Academy. Number 3, Lillian Walden.
Starting lineup, number 3 for the Lady Trojans, Lillian Walden.
Number 15, Brianna Colby.
Number 11, Cammie Jenkins. 15, BB Colby. 20, Conley Kayott. And 33, Carson Jenkins. Wasting no time here with the visiting team's starting lineup. Quite the show here in this new facility. I think this might be just the second year, I believe. I remember we came down here for the regional tournament for the girls last February, and there was still construction going on in the parking area, the road leading up to the gymnasium. And so I would assume this is probably the second year for this, third at the most. It is a very nice facility. And while we are still watching the Okarche Lady Warriors starting lineup presentation, you notice a different scoreboard down at the bottom left of the screen. Okarche, their tech guy in charge of their live stream, hooked me up with the actual scoreboard that displays in the gym. It's tied in with the internet, and we just logged on and put that on our stream. And so greatly appreciate the Okarche IT guy. With the lights, I can't hear the announcement hardly, and I can't see the numbers on their jerseys. So when they get the lights back on, I'll give you a starting lineup for the Lady Warriors. Okay, we have, let's see, number 3, Harper White. number 10, Katie Cresswell, number 22, Avery Schieber. I believe I saw a 21 in there as well, Kylie Harper. So we have a Harper White and a Kylie Harper. So I assume I'll mess that up more than once this evening. So Lady Trojans come into this game 2-0 as state runners-up in Class A last year, and now competing under in the 2A classification. OBA gets the jump ball, and Cammie Jenkins going up strong with the left. Can't get it to fall. Ball gets on the baseline. It's going to be Okarche basketball. Like I said earlier, this scoreboard that you are watching right now, it is the actual scoreboard that is being displayed in the gym. It's just been broadcast over the internet, and we can tap into that website and put it on our stream. So greatly appreciated. That's number 13, Katie Parham, missing the shot. OBA basketball. Lady Warriors come out in a soft press. Cammie's going to get a good look from the three-point, and that's not going to fall. And she stepped on the baseline as well. Early in this game, that's the second time the out of bounds right there at that one spot. And Cammie can't get the left-hand layup to fall, but she will go to the line for two. Still 0-0. And Cammie gets the first one to fall. Still under a minute into this ball game. Gets the second one to fall, and Lady Trojans go up 2-0. That's going to be a steal on Kayot. She barely saved the travel, was able to pull that back, and she gets it to fall. She goes up strong for the right-handed. Wasn't really a layup. It was kind of a short little jumper as she goes up strong, but she gets it to fall, and that's going to be an Okarche timeout early in this ball game. 6:50 to go in the first quarter, so that's just a minute 10 in the ball game. 4-point lead by the Lady Trojans, and the Okarche coach wants to take a 30-second break here to see if he can slow or prevent some momentum from getting established. And that's going to be an air ball, and Lady Trojans do a great job blocking off that so that the Lady Warriors couldn't try to save it. Nice pass by Lillian. Great job, Conley, getting her posted up, and Lillian put the ball exactly where it needed to be. You hear that a lot on Saturdays and Sundays in football, where the quarterback puts it to where the defense can't get it. That was exactly what Lillian did. Conley had her posted up where she could not get around. Misses the first.
32, Logan White checking in for the Lady Warriors.
Conley gets the second one to go. 5-0 OBA. Less than 2 minutes into the ball game. Nice steal by Lillian. Oh, she hits BB on the back of the head. She wasn't watching. I think BB didn't realize that Lillian was so close to the baseline, but that's a steal by Cammie Jenkins. Lady Trojans are coming out with some great defense early in this ball game. Oh, Carson was trying to kick it to Conley in the corner, and Conley would have had a great opportunity for a corner three-point shot, but Okarche blocked the pass, and it just fell right back into Carson's hands, out of bounds. BB for the rebound. Kicks it to Jenkins. Lady Trojans are going to set it up. And they are going to get Lillian for a travel as she was looking to just right at the top of the key to drive it near the free shot line, and I think kick it to either Carson or BB down low is what I think her plan was. But Okarche basketball. And BB's going to get called for a foul. She was going for the steal, almost had it. Just going to get caught on a hacking foul, or a reach, I should say, I guess. And that's a no call. Starting lineup for the Lady Trojans still on the floor. Carson's going to pull that down. Oh, okay. That another no call. That one probably should have been a whistle, as Carson got hacked on the elbow when she was putting up that shot. As the Lady Warriors get their first shot to fall, so 5-2. And great pass, and BB can't get it to go. And they're going to get BB for an over the back, and that's going to be her second foul with only 3:52, just over halfway through the first. BB has 2 fouls, and that is not what we want. So BB's going to have to go to the bench as Kinley Johnson checks in to the ball game. As I've mentioned 2 other evenings this season, great addition to this athletic department and school. And, oh, that one rattles in and out and then bounces high off the backboard and drops, and that's going to tie the basketball game at 5. There's just a little bit of a delay, internet delay with this scoreboard, so it looks to me like it's about a 2.5-3 second delay. So probably not much more than would take place. I mean, just the operator down at the scorer's table. So I am liking not having to man a scoreboard and commentate at the same time. So Lillian Walden does one of the things she does best, and that's get a hand in a passing lane as it goes out of bounds. They were trying to hit, I think it was 13, Katie Parham in the corner. And just like that, our 5-0 lead has dwindled to a 7-5 deficit. And that's exactly what, and Kinley Johnson's going to put it up. short and off the front of the rim, and Okarche basketball. And if you remember back at the regional, oh boy, what round was that? I want to say regional championship game. I could be wrong. Right here against the Lady Warriors about 10 months ago, the Lady Trojans were behind the entire game by upwards of 20 most of the game, and came back and won the regional championship against this Okarche team, as that's a travel on Cammie Jenkins. So just because you have a 5-point lead against this Okarche ball club doesn't mean a lot, as you've seen how quickly they have scored 7. That's too easy. Hole on the left side of that lane in our defense, and Lady Warriors saw it and took advantage. Johnson is gonna, I thought that was going to drop. We have gone cold here, but it's early in the ball game. As that is number 22, Avery Schieber. Lillian can't get the floater to drop. 11-5. Oh, and we're lucky that didn't turn into an and one, as Cammie got caught. She was face guarding her girl and didn't see the shot go up, and as that free shot is airballed. Cammie didn't see that shot go up, and Okarche got the rebound, and she was behind the 8 ball by that point and wound up with, I think that's just Cammie's second foul, or first foul, I mean. Yeah, it has to be, because BB has the other 2. You can't see. Now, one thing about this scoreboard, you'll see the clock is off. So there's kind of a delay. It's actually 33 seconds remaining. And Okarche, I would expect it won't be long, and Coach Roth, well, there's just 22 seconds remaining. Otherwise, I would have suspected he would have called a timeout by now, as Johnson's three-pointer doesn't fall. 10 seconds remaining in the first quarter, down 8, and Okarche's on a 13-0 run, because it was 5-0 for a while, and that is Conley's first foul. With .4 remaining, she was trying to save a 3-point basket and keep it from going 16-5, but with that amount of time remaining, that's definitely a don't foul situation, and Conley would probably argue for the flop there, but I think she probably did get her. It was a little bit of a combination between an actual foul and a good acting job. And so Coach Roth playing the smart decision here and putting 2 substitutes in, 3 substitutes in, with Peyton Esau, Kendall Hawk, and Ashlyn Young, with .4 seconds remaining, to try to prevent further foul trouble needlessly. And so that is the end of the first quarter, with your OBA Lady Trojans trailing the Okarche Lady Warriors 13-5, and like I have already said, it was 5-0 OBA at one point in time, and in fact, that may have been right about the halfway mark in the first quarter. We were up 5, And 13 unanswered points for Okarche puts us down 8 with 3 quarters to go. During the quarter here, I'm going to put the OBA Lady Trojan roster up on the screen on the right side as I give a shout out to the cheerleaders. Going to do it quickly here and not go by class. So we have Savannah Schultz, Michael Wilson, Myra Uceda, Emily Pendleton, Riley Tucker, Maddie Weatherford, EJ Christensen, Elise Kennedy, Austin Puckett, and Gracie Westfall. Oba did not make the trip this evening. And here we are at the beginning of the second quarter. Conley, nice shot. That was a very pretty soft shot as Conley takes charge here and kind of regroups our minds here a little bit. And that is well over, but we have to do a better job on the boards on that back side because just because they miss a 3 doesn't mean we can give up a 2. And so back to an 8-point deficit. So right now, and Conley was looking for the foul as Okarche's going to push it up the floor, and we have to be careful, and we just got another foul. Team fouls reset, so this is our first of the quarter with a minute 1, as we have only had a minute and 1 second tick off the clock. It's Coach Roth, I believe. I was looking at the scoreboard. I think Coach Roth is the one that called that timeout. Probably one that he would have called late in the first quarter if it wouldn't have been for very little time remaining. And so he took advantage, I believe, of oh no, I'm trying to read the scoreboard here. That I thought for a second that it might have read Okarche timeout, but that's a full, so we're 25 seconds remaining in the timeout here. Once again, shout out, thank you to Okarche Public Schools. Excellent facility, excellent internet so that we can live stream, excellent scoreboard so that it's one less thing I have to man. And they approached me and wondered if I wanted that assistance, and so greatly appreciated. As number 13, Parham, gets it to drop and misses the second, so it's a 9-point deficit for OBA. And you can see we just have gone cold. It's not because we haven't gotten opportunities, and that probably was a foul. I mean, I'll just say it. I would say that was a foul as she got hit on the arm, and the ball went loose. As freshman Peyton Esau comes down with the rebound, and Conley goes strong to the hole, but it's going to get called on the floor. So that is Okarche's first team foul of the second quarter. 1 apiece for each team as Lillian Walden checks in for Kendall Hawk, and Cammie Jenkins comes in for Ashlyn Young. Esau's going to shoot from the elbow and gets it to drop. Nice shot for the freshman. She is going to make a great basketball player. And when a freshman comes in like that and gets it to drop, when they kind of just left her open, that's going to hopefully make their defense realize they need to cover her, which frees up others as well. So nice shot. Peyton Esau picks up kind of just the loose change there as the ball was kind of loose as Conley was looking for the foul. And Peyton Esau with the steal. Great job. Great job for the freshman, Peyton Esau, as she has come up big with 4 straight points for the Lady Trojans and a steal which led to an Okarche foul. So great job. That's going to be timeout Okarche as they've sensed a little bit of momentum shift here quickly, which can happen. Good teams, I mean, like I was saying, until something happened, I can't remember what. I get distracted pretty easily, but I was saying that we've gotten good shots. We have been aggressive, taking the ball to the hole. And we've had some fouls called on us, but we went uncharacteristically cold. Let's just say that. And so we don't stay cold like that for an entire game very often. So they'll eventually start dropping, and then we just chip away at this lead, which is already back down to 5. And they're going to get Conley for a 5-second call as the ref is explaining to Coach Roth and Kayot what went on, and they didn't put up too much of an argument. As Carson Jenkins steals it off the tipped ball. Step back for Lillian. Nice rebound, Peyton Esau. That probably was a clean block. And that 3-point drops with almost hitting no rim. So we are 19-11. Layup for Carson Jenkins as 3:30 remaining in the first half of action. 6-point deficit for your Lady Trojans. Okay, Carson got that rebound, and on the putback, they called it just a knock the ball out of bounds, OBA basketball on the out of bounds, but could have been a push, but it was a close one. So. They're going to get number 10, I believe, on the floor as Peyton had her posted up, and she had her beat. Might have been actually a smart foul because it saved almost a guaranteed basket. But that's going to be Okarche basketball on a travel call. Nice steal, Cammie. And they're going to get a jump ball as she just could not quite pull it away. And BB Colby with 2 fouls comes back in after sitting more than 1 quarter on the bench due to 2 fouls. And I think you can see BB's value. It was roughly the time BB sat down that Okarche began to pull away. I don't think it had everything to do with it, but you do see BB's value away from the ball. I have lunch duty with Coach Roth on Wednesdays, and we were talking about how she just makes her presence felt away from the ball, even when she's not doing the things that gets her name in the paper. She's very valuable, as Conley's going to come away with that rebound. We just cannot get shots to fall. Clock's a little bit off, not running according to what you're seeing. So it is 1:30 exactly left in the first half, and we did not do a great job boxing out there. And BB goes up strong and gets a foul called on her. And so Lady Trojans, due to Okarche team fouls, Lady Trojans are going to be shooting for the remainder of the first half. Peyton Esau taking a breather as Kinley Johnson comes in. So now we have Kayot, Jenkins, Johnson, and Colby on the floor, 21-14. BB gets both of them to fall, cuts the lead to 6. Much needed free shots right there as the Lady Warriors look to be slowing it down, and with under a minute remaining in the first half. They don't want to give up any more of this lead than they already have and go into the half giving OBA any momentum whatsoever. And they're going to get Johnson on that reach as she attempted to steal. .2. Came awfully close to a 5-second violation, but it was a foul on Johnson. And they are calling the travel tonight. I literally had just glanced at the scoreboard to see what the time was and heard the whistle, and so I didn't see it myself. But they are calling that on both ends for sure, especially at the perimeter. BB doing a great job posting up and boxing out as BB goes. She had the rebound, and number 3? Yeah, number 3, Harper White, knocked it loose. And thankfully that last second shot doesn't go in. And your Lady Trojans go into halftime down 6. And this half of action, that's the first time they've been behind all year long. And I do not have the score, the official stats. Mrs. Christmas is here doing our books, and she may text me. Oh, sorry. I am kind of roaming free up here. Whatever the length of the headset cable will allow, and so I'm running into people as they're going to the concession stand.
Okay, if you'll get your tickets out, we'll do our dessert raffle.
So maybe Miss Christmas will text a picture of the stats to me. Maybe she won't. So I'm going to take a little bit of a break, and if I get those stats, I'll come back maybe about a minute early and pass the first half stats on to you before we get started with the third quarter. And we are back. 1 minute to go in halftime. I do have some statistics here. Cami Jenkins has 2 points off free shots. Peyton Esau has 4 points, both just 2-point field goals from either the free shot line or just inside of it. BB Colby has 2 free shots. Conley has 3, 5. And Carson has 2. As BB goes in for the right-handed layup. And here we go. We have cut it to 4 early in the second half. And a lot of times, just like if you remember that that regional championship game, that it turned quickly, and sometimes all our girls need, thank you very much. Shout out to the Canopes who got me stood in the long concession stand line and got me a water bottle. Greatly appreciated. Out of bounds on the deflection by Conley. And that was an acting job right there in that attempt to get a foul called, and the refs did not fall for that. So once again, the soft man-to-man press. Conley on the rebound, gets it, and here we go. We are only down 2 now, 21-19, 6:30 remaining in the third quarter. So hopefully the Lady Trojans are going to start picking up a little bit of steam here as they want a timeout. Full timeout. They wanted to talk things over before any more damage is done. So Coach Roth has to be happy with whatever he said and how it worked when or during the halftime, because the Lady Trojans have come out and we haven't shot any threes so far. We're just playing good ball and getting the ball down low. So let's see if we can cut into this lead even more and tie the basketball game up. This, just referencing something I mentioned earlier, this Okarche team competes or will compete in the OSSAA playoffs under Class A, and so we will not see them in the playoffs this year like we did last year. It'll be a brand new set of teams and less familiar faces. Nice steal, deflection, BB. There is just kind of a little more up as they drained that three. It did seem like just a little more pep in the step of the girls on defense here. And so they just have a little more energy with that momentum. But now the lead is back to 5. Floater by Cammie, short off the front of the rim. Okarche ball, and they're pressing it, or pushing it, I should say. Too easy to the rim, but thankfully she missed. Lillian pushes it to Conley, who pump fakes. Jumper just like Cammie's. Conley's was short off the front of the rim. Nice pass. Very close to being deflected off of a leg, but there wasn't much space to put it, but she found a gap. And now it's a 7-point ball game again. Very appropriately timed timeout earlier, I believe. We are approaching the halfway mark here in the third quarter. BB's foot was on the line, and they're going to get Conley on it over the back. And I could have called that when the ball was still at the rim, because Conley was positioning herself for doing exactly what she did, and I knew that was going to get called long before it happened. 3:55 left in the third quarter. 7-point ball game. Very good Okarche Lady Warrior team, as just when you get some momentum, you can't seem to. That could have been called for a jump ball. That was tied up for quite a while, actually. Surprisingly long. Just when you think you're going to get a little bit of momentum, they catch a second wind, and BB knocks the ball away as she goes for a steal, and on the loose ball as BB was picking it up, number 10, who she stole it from, was called for a foul, and so Lady Trojan basketball, and we needed that as we have had 5 unanswered points scored on us. That's going to be called on the floor. BB on the jumper and gets it to fall. 26-21 Okarche. 2:41 remaining in the third quarter. And 5-second call on the great defense by Cammie Jenkins. That's going to be Lady Trojan basketball. 2.5 minutes to play in the third. Lillian kicks it to Conley. And once again, knocked away from Carson. Nice defense, BB Colby. Steal by Carson Jenkins, who gets it to Conley. Conley pushes it to Lillian. She was looking for either BB and she found BB. Carson she was at about 17 feet. Missed it.
Foul on 33. Checking in 32. Logan White.
It's going to be a foul on Conley as Conley was going. She got down to try to cause a jump ball, about the third jump ball we tried to cause on that exchange. And as she did so, I think what the ref called was her knee kind of went into the back of the Okarche player, and he got her for a shove. And that's 2 this half on Conley. Okay, they at first I thought that was on Carson for like an over the back or reaching around type foul, but they got that on Okarche, and we capitalize on it. 26-23, 3-point game with under a minute, 42 seconds remaining in the third quarter, and it couldn't come a moment too soon because we don't want, like, you push a deficit too deep into the ball game and it becomes too hard to overcome, and that's going to be a blocking foul on Carson. And so I'm looking at the stats as we speak. BB was the only one in the first half with 2 fouls, and so that was 3 on Conley earlier, and I can't remember how many Carson has this quarter. That could have been her third as well. Four-point ball game. Under 30 seconds. We are at 24, 23, 22, 21. Lillian for 3, and she nails it. 27-26 on the 3 by Lillian Walden, and that's under 5 seconds remaining. We don't want to let them. And off the 3 by Lillian Walden, the Lady Trojans cut into the lead, and we're going to go into the fourth quarter just down by 1. So every little bit we are chipping away, and hopefully we can come out in the fourth quarter with the same momentum that we left the third quarter with. Want to make sure I recognize the OBA business boosters, as these images should be rotating on the screen, and may not get them all rotated because I have the too slow of a transition going on here, but we thank the OBA business boosters and all they do to support OBA athletics. Couldn't do it without them. Also going to put up here on the screen, OBA drama program presenting A Christmas Carol this Saturday and Sunday. 2 showings on Saturday, 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. And on Sunday, a 3 p.m. matinee. They have worked hard. I know, because I have 2 of them in it. And come out and support OBA students on all they do well. Nice rebound, BB Colby. And the Lady Trojans, for the first time in a while, have the opportunity to take the lead on this possession. Conley from 18, and she drops it. 1 point lead by the Lady Trojans, 28-27, early in the fourth quarter. Now we don't want to back off because this Okarche Lady Warrior team is more than capable of scoring a lot of points quickly. Lillian on the rebound. BB kicks it to Carson. And that's another one. 3-point lead, 30-27, Lady Trojans. And that's going to be a timeout by Okarche with 6:48. The clock here says 6:48. I know yours online for some reason says 6:47. I have my nerdy, techie reasons, explanation as to why that could be the case, but you don't want to hear any of those. And so 6:48 remaining in this ball game as we are early in the fourth, and we went into the fourth quarter with a 1 point deficit, and a minute 13 into the fourth, we are now up 3. Lady Warrior basketball. And she dribbles it off her foot. Great defense by Walden, and as she was driving with the left hand, she just went right off her foot out of bounds. And so OBA basketball, and Conley's going to kick it to Carson, gets it knocked away. Lillian held back to try to get that steal, and she just about got it accomplished. Oh, we got lucky on that one as we were too soft and gave up about a 12-foot jump shot, just uncontested, but she missed. Cammie from the corner, BB on the rebound, going to go up, had it stripped from behind. And BB is going to get the out of bounds call on her. So Okarche basketball, 30-27, 5:50 remaining in the fourth quarter. Rebound, Kayot, and she's going to get a foul. That was, from the Okarche standpoint, that had to have been about as needless of a foul as you could have, because Conley had it clean in her possession, and she just came up and shoved her. And so those are the kinds of plays that drive you nuts as a coach. Good defense, Okarche, as Conley was looking to get the edge on her and get to the basket on the left side and couldn't do it. Jenkins for the jumper. Carson on the rebound, and as she goes up, she gets shoved in the back. She's going to go to the line for two. That's two team fouls in the fourth quarter on Okarche to OBA 0. So we are, I'm liking that we're not quite halfway through, but this fourth quarter is ticking away quickly as Jenkins misses the first of the 1-and-1. Well, no, not 1-and-1, but the first of two. And she gets the second to fall, 31-27, 4-point lead with 4:40 remaining in the ball game. And they called that a tip. Coach Roth and Kayot were right there. That absolutely was not a tip. It happened when they were handing the ball. They were literally handing the ball to each other, and it went back court. But it was called a tip. And Jenkins gets in there and ties it up. And that is going to be Lady Trojan basketball. Great job, Cammie Jenkins. OBA Trojan, Lady Trojans have an opportunity here to go up either 6 or potentially 7 on this possession if we can take advantage of it. Oh, BB, I think she was expecting Carson to be cutting. Miscommunication there, and Carson's going to get called for at least her fourth. Let's see. I haven't even been paying attention to the individual fouls they put up. Okay, I am wrong. That is Carson Jenkins' third. Thankfully, I'm wrong, because I was thinking she had maybe 2 in the third quarter, but that was not the case. So 3 fouls on Carson. As Okarche drops both of them, cutting the lead to 2 with under 4 minutes, 3:41 remaining in the ball game. 31-29. And Cammie can't get it to drop. Carson gets the rebound, puts it back, and gets fouled, and will go to the line for a 3-point play opportunity with 3:31 remaining. It's going to be 33-29 with an opportunity to make it 34. And she gets it to drop, 34-29, 5-point lead with 3.5 to go for your Lady Trojans, who have actually trailed the majority of this ball game. Half of the first, all of the second and third. Nice play by number 13. I think that's Parham. And left-handed layup by Conley gets it to go. 33-31. 3 minutes exactly remaining in this ball game. And foul on Cammie Jenkins. Think they got her for a reach or a shove. One of the two, as her number 13 was pushing it up the left side of the court there. And, Cammie almost was able to get there, but just quite did not have enough. Rebound on the air ball. Conley, 5-point lead. Conley's going to be aggressive here. Take it in front of the front of the rim. Doesn't fall. 2:30 remaining. 36-31. BB on the rebound. Ooh, Lillian came very close to letting that pivot foot come off the floor. And I'm thankful that they felt like she didn't go far enough, because it, with as many travels that they've called tonight, it was close. And Conley gets it to go. 7-point lead, Lady Trojans, under 2 minutes to go. So we have a official timeout for a shoelace, and that's going. Coach Roth wants to have a 30-second discussion. Oh, he changed his mind. He's going to change it to a full 1 minute timeout. So I won't see it until the timeout's over, but I think we have several. Okarche has used, I believe, all but one of their timeouts, and Coach Roth still has 3 to go, I believe. Let's see. Nope, can't see it on this screen right now. So I believe Coach Roth still has 3 timeouts that he can use if he gets in a situation where he needs them. And the most likely situation at this point would be some momentum shift and a run by the Lady Warriors. Shortly after the ball game is over, I'm going to cut the stream like I normally do, and you'll have to refresh. That allows us to archive our games for the girls and then do an archive for the boys, as the boys Trojan basketball team faces the number 1 team in Class A. And don't want to miss what's going on here. Rebound, Walden. So I'll explain a little bit more about that. In a moment. But right now, bigger fish to fry here, as the Lady Trojans are trying to hold on to a 7-point lead. And with this 7-point lead, exactly 1 minute to play. Conley for 3. Beebe on the rebound. And here we go. Controlling the clock, 50 seconds. Can't get it to go, but 45 seconds remaining as Okarche pushes it. And Carson on the rebound. So Carson was attempting the save. It came very close to knocking it into an Okarche player, but he said that she was out of bounds when she touched it. So Okarche basketball. And ties it. Oh, no. Sorry, folks. They called Cammie Jenkins on a reaching foul, but she had that ball tied up on the handoff. When that ball was handed off, she got her hand in there, tied the ball up, but she got called for a foul. I disagree with that call for sure. 32 seconds remaining. Rebound, good defense, Jenkins. Rebound, Beebe. And 20 seconds to go with a 7-point lead. And the Lady Trojans are just looking to run it down. 12 seconds, 10 seconds, and that's going to be a foul on number 13 with 9.4 seconds remaining. That's just her first in the ball game. And that's the ball game. great win. This seems to be the place for us to have come from behind victories, because that was not quite as dramatic, but it was very reminiscent of the last time we faced Okarche and the last time we were in this gym. So OBA Lady Trojans, 38-31 victory against a very good Okarche Lady Warrior basketball team. So the Lady Trojans go to 3-0 on the year, and this was certainly the biggest challenge so far, and the Lady Trojans rose to the occasion. Great job. I do not have any official stats yet. Miss Christmas might be fixing to text it to me. We shall see. I don't. They just put 12 minutes on the clock until the start of the boys' game, and so we say goodbye to Savannah Dryden, the filmer for Coach Roth, as she's completed her duties here, and we say hello to Caden Denon, stepping in to do the filming duties for the boys basketball team. And so, I'm going to hang around just for a few minutes here before I cut it and go to the boys broadcast, but see if Miss Christmas gets me a few stats. It does look like she's finishing tallying the score, or the official, well, I guess unofficial statistics, since we're the visiting team. As my internet, I mentioned earlier, thank you to the Okarche Public Schools for providing great internet, because a lot of times I do have to hotspot it from my phone, and I don't have the greatest cell service where I'm standing. So without their providing us with good internet, we'd be in a little bit different situation. So I did just get the text from Miss Christmas. So let's see. That's Okarche's statistics. We'll see if I get OBA's coming through momentarily. Bear with me here. I did. Okay, so Cammie Jenkins finishes with 2 points. Peyton Esau with her 4 in the first half, coming up big in that second quarter for us. BB Colby, 2, 6, finishing with 6 points. Conley, 3, 5, 7, 13. Conley K-Op finishing with 13 points. And Carson Jenkins with 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So, coming alive in the fourth quarter of action. Come from behind victory. A great test here early in the season. And Lady Trojans go to 3-0. So, that being said, I am going to cut away and get ready for the boys game broadcast. So you will need to refresh your screen or refresh your OBATrojans.tv page, and we will be right back.